It is at Adelaide Oval. I think I'm going over that one. Have a good look at that. Bazar, let's have a look at the power team, the ins and outs.
Yeah, Carlisle comes back in hardly. There's some big ins. Jonas goes out. He's been a good player for him, Jonas, so that's unlucky for him. But it's going to be the best start since they joined the AFL for them win this game, which is a great feat. 2 years ago,
those two players, they've got stronger as well.
Yeah, they have. Yeah. They have. Look, it's a good club when you bring some players in like a Matty White who's come into the club and you can just improve them. And there's players like, I reckon Kane Corns has improved at his age.
Yep.
So as a football club, they're doing everything absolutely beautifully. Defensively, they've really surprised me. I thought that was going to be their weak spot. Carlisle, Tringo's been great. Jonas, we just spoke about, he's out, unfortunately. But it's been about their attack for me and their spread of goal kicks. We just spoke about Hawthorn and how good they are. You've got Monfries, Wingard, Gray, Westhoff, Schultz we're going to speak about a little bit later. They always kick goals for them. And then the midfield chip in as well. You got Polak, you got Boak, and you got White. Matty White is just kicking goals, running hard forward. He's been fantastic, but Jay Schultz has been the one for me. He's been super for him.
Well, talk us through this, Baz, because we've got a bit of footage here. He sits on top of the goal kicking, another 6 on the weekend. Talk us through why he doesn't miss.
Well, you have a look, and it's all about momentum and running towards the goal straight. You have a look at his hips at point of contact of the ball. It's a really nice ball drop. There's no fuss, very basic. The point of contact, his hips are square with the goals. He's got momentum. He runs up. As I said, very relaxed, very relaxed. It's all about ball drop.
Doesn't strangle the ball?
No, doesn't strangle the ball. So if you drop the ball straight, your hips are straight and you swing your legs straight, there's not very much margin for error.
What
really.
about What about the people who are going to say, Baz, he can wave the ball around a little bit? What would you say to them about his...
Well, it doesn't matter if he puts it up above his head as long as he drops it on his foot properly.
So it's all about the last 1 second of how you drop it to the centre of the foot.
Yep. Different to your old mate, isn't it? Dunstall
was very rigid, two hands, a long way down, very rigid, but hit the foot perfectly, just wasn't free in the arms. But he looks very fluent. Let's have a look at the Fremantle boys now. They've had an up-and-down season so far, Parko.
I reckon this Derm's going to be, I'm really looking forward to on Saturday afternoon. The manic smother and pressure of Fremantle against the run and gun of Port Adelaide. I reckon it might be one of a gem of a game with two entirely different methods of play. We just might get an exciting game as well as a great contest between the...
At a great venue for great games so far this year.
Well, it has been, hasn't it? And the crowd, they'll fill it again, and so we've got...
So steep. The walls are so steep.
And the players are talking about the sound. When you're talking, they're talking about the sound being held in. That's such a stimulating environment in which to play. I'm still not convinced, though, that they can score enough goals against better teams, and too much down there is left to too few. Clark and Ballantyne kicked multiples. They must have been very pleased that Clark, who's a tall player, was able to do that.
It's the best I've seen him move last weekend's game when he gathered that one in, ran around on the arc and kicked that goal and glass was left in his wake. That's arguably the best passage of play I've seen him perform.
I agree, and they argue about too many tours in the front half, kills you on the way out. They're not quick enough and flexible enough to chase down. Clark's also got the athleticism of that. Well, they've got problems because they've lost two fabulous players, in my opinion, have gone out. McFarlane and Dawson, the half-back, and full-back. So they've got some problems in filling those spots.
Does that mean Main plays there nearly the whole time? Because he hasn't been in good form. He went back there last week.
And was good. I thought he was very good. But he's the one that's in form. They might get him in form back there and put him back because they need him as a goal.
Gives them movement in the forward line when he's in form. Let's go for the tips here, Baz. So you've got the home team of Port Adelaide against Fremantle. If they turn it on, they can shut anyone down. But who are you going for?
They can. I don't like to tip against Fremantle, but I'm going to. I think Port at home's be too strong.
Exactly the same as him.
They won't shut him down.
Exactly the same as you three.